Hey, I'm gonna show you around my room. Not my room, but just my setup, basically. Because I've been getting questions offhand about what my setup is like. Now, I'm just gonna show you the basics of this amp. This is my Ibanez amp right here. This is my practice amp that I never use. Actually, I'm thinking about selling it. I've been using that for a while before I got my Ampeg. That's my guitar amp right there. Nothing too much that you guys haven't seen. This is my Ampeg that you guys that I have a video on. You guys can check it out. I'm not going to give you any specifics on anything unless I think worthy. But this one isn't because I have 2 videos on this, so you know they're just my amp right here. Now that runs into this pedal, which is my Paranormal, which I run almost always. Whenever I have my red bass, my Ibanez, I might not run this pedal. I might just go straight bypass through it. But it gives me an active boost through my passive bass, which is my ESP. I'm running Ibanez Fathead Bass Overdrive PD7 pedal right here. And my settings are, as you can see right here, so you guys can write that down or something if you guys like what I like. And you guys can't really see this, but I'm on the overdrive channel, and I'm also off on the attack. You know, again, this is just for people that want to get the same kind of sound that I'm getting off this pedal. Right here, this pedal, believe it or not, is off. The light is so bright. Look at that. The light is so bright that when you turn it off, it still stays on. When you pull the plug out is when the light turns off completely. So that's kind of, you know, that's just a Behringer thing. Now, I haven't really talked too much about this pedal. I got my chromatic tuner from Behringer. This thing is amazing. It's made out of plastic, so there's that rep for Behringer. The light is like, you know, the Holy Spirit of lights. You know, it's like, you know, like you're staring straight into God's cock with this thing. And you know, it's basically it's pretty intense that way. And when you hit the note to play, it takes a little bit of a second to get you know, for it to read. Other than that, this thing works like a goddamn charm. Excuse my language, but I use this thing and it's great. I'm gonna use it for the first time on stage this Saturday. I'm playing a show. And it works great. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth in this pedal because it is something that I haven't reviewed or anything. But again, like I said, if you guys want to spend $100 on a Boss pedal, great. It's made out of metal. Does the same thing this thing does, and the bright doesn't. You know, it's not like a bright ass blue, you know, heaven light. But it does work. Behringer gets bad reps anyway because they're cheap pedals, but this one actually, this one running me a good amount of price. This thing actually does work. I mean, it's a tuner pedal. It tunes my instrument, helps me tune, not tune, but it helps me tune. I don't think I should be spending over 100 or about $100, even shipping, you know, trying to get that thing in tune. You know what I mean? You know, something like this or something like this, my DI. That's something that's worth spending. And I run this straight into my instrument right here. You know, the green cable goes straight into my instrument, which are set up over there. You know, that's my guitar, but my bass is back there somewhere. And they're all powered by, check this out. This is really, there's a huge mess of things right here, so you're gonna have to cope with me. But this pedal is powered by its own 9-volt adapter. This pedal is powered by its own 9-volt adapter. Eventually I got sick of buying 9-volt adapters, and I got this one-spot, you know, deal. My friend up at my local mom and pop shop, Motor City Guitar, hooked me up with one of these for a good price. Look at that, $8.95, good price, right? And what happens is it hooks up to a pedal, like my Planet Waves pedal right here, hooks up to this pedal. You guys cannot read that, but basically, if your pedal has, well, let me just read this out to you. It has one of these type of, you guys can't see that, but there's a minus and a plus sign right there. If you guys have one of these kind of logos in the back, not logos, but just kind of those symbols, it's a 200 mA or up, 200 mA or more, or in a 9-volt DC. If it's that kind of an adapter, you hook up one of these one-spots to it, and it can power up to 5 pedals. So one adapter powers 5 of these. Seymour Duncan, I'm going to give this its own power up, and this adapter right here, this big guy, runs both of these pedals. So it's all good. And I run that straight into my bass. Now my ESP, my B55 bass, it's what it does is it runs into this with the bypass off, so it runs the pedal's active, and then when I slap, I just click this on for the slap pop. And my red bass runs straight through all these into my amp, straight up into my amp. And I use this pedal for anything that I'm tuning, and I use this for both my basses. This is the only one that I really use to power up my my black bass. But what I also do with this is that I take this and I hook this up directly to our PA system, so I have like, I don't have to drag this big guy around, you know, and I can hook this up directly for recording, so that works. And then I have jumper cables. I have a small jumper cable going from here to here, and a small 6-inch cable going from here to here, and then I have one big 25-foot cable going to my bass, and then I got one, I think it's a 5-foot cable going into my amp from this pedal right here. Alright, I hope that was enough for you guys to see. I know you guys have been really anxious to see this. I mean, I've gotten huge amounts of requests. So please, you know, if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.